Okay.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. And we are the Sweet Talkers. And this is the Pajama Party Podcast, which is the recap of our band week. Here, episode 13.
13.
I have a question.
Sure.
We were talking about just doing this on Instagram last.
We're only gonna do that.
I was gonna say I'm waiting for like a thing to come up on
It's not going
Facebook.
to.
It's not.
No, so
But I don't know how to use Instagram.
that's okay.
It's all right,
Nick's
I
got
got
it
it.
covered.
I kind of want to read along too. Can I do that? How do I do that? That thing.
There you go.
Freaking no. No.
can
No.
share.
I'm learning stuff.
Sharing is caring.
On today's segment of Teaching Joe Technology, Instagram
No, see,
live stories.
the thing popped up and I just kind of moved it out of the. Now I can't find it.
All you have to do is... There it is.
Oh, it's at the top of my page.
Please stand by for technical difficulties.
Okay.
Do you guys know Gary Clark Jr.?
Yes.
You
I think
do,
so.
right? We've talked about him before.
Yeah, I think so.
So like,
I think
Why do
so.
I look bald?
it's hilarious. This is related to what Joe's talking about, trying to learn how to use the platform. It's funny because I follow Gary Clark Jr. He's a guitar player, awesome guitar player. And I guess like a lot of these celebrities, like they have like, they're very open about it on Instagram and social media where they're like, someone in their team of people, production people are like, you need to be on social media more, like saying stuff. And he was on there today. He was on there today, like the first time he ever did an Instagram story, and he was just like showing all his gear and stuff. And it was cool, and then he like went on. And he was like, someone's like contacting me and like telling me to shove a Grammy up my ass. He's like, I get that I need to be on this, but I don't really want to be on this. I thought it was hilarious.
But you have to be on social media anyway.
Yeah, another. I was thinking about this earlier. Another podcast guy that I listen to, Bill Burr, who's a comedian.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of him.
If you guys haven't checked out his podcast, it's hilarious. It's one of the top rated podcasts.
Is this the one you keep talking about, or?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a ton of stand-up specials on Netflix and stuff. He's hilarious. But Bill Burr, he has the Monday Morning podcast, and he's one that I listen to, and it's just him, like just rambling by himself and like just talking about whatever.
That works for some people.
Yeah,
Him, Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Us, not so much.
But he talks about and he has his wife comes on there every now and then and will talk about like whatever their day is happening, and she has been like trying to get him to do the same thing, like all the social media stuff. And it's just funny because whenever they're out, you can tell she's the one that's doing it, and he's just kind of ignoring her in the background. It's funny.
You gotta do
like
it.
following those guys.
I guess. Well, I'm on it.
Well, we're on.
Nothing's
we're live.
really happening.
Episode 13. And
Is that a Star Wars movie?
no, I don't think so. I don't think we're that far yet.
Is it ever going to be?
It probably will be.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Well, they're coming out with a whole new trilogy.
Oh boy.
They're waiting to I think they're gonna release it next year sometime. Not release it, but they're gonna like release
Announce.
announce it. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's been confirmed.
Ooh.
There's stuff already written and stuff that they haven't released.
I'm sure
There's
have
a bunch.
a ton of
There's
stuff.
a bunch.
I think they're doing a Boba Fett movie next, like how they just did the Han Solo movie.
Uh-huh.
Now they're gonna do a
Yeah, because I saw
Boba Fett, whatever.
I saw an interview with George Lucas, and right before he sold the company, he did the deal.
Yeah.
He said
You love talking about how he sold the company to Disney, don't you?
Well, he said that there's so much written. There you go.
Bobo's here.
Bobo is here.
Bobo?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan?
Bobo and the Clowns.
What up, Jordan?
I'm gonna open this beer and
But,
start drinking
yeah.
it.
There is enough material for them to
Semi-seltzer.
go forever.
Forever.
That he had to do with. So.
And you know what? As long as they have like the top producers and directors and star cast and stuff like that, they're not going to get boring. They're not going to get like I'm trying to think of a shitty sequel. What's a shitty sequel? Like Free Willy 2. I don't know why that was the first one that popped up.
Or yeah, that's true. How about, and I've never seen it, but I hear that the third Ninja Turtles movie from the 90s is pretty bad. The one where they go to Japan.
I don't know. I mean,
or
I've
they
never
go
seen
back in
that one
time.
either.
You know, that would be a good question for Frank.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure he's watched all of those movies
First two are awesome,
back
though.
when we were kids.
The original and then The Secret of the Ooze.
The Secret of the... Wow. I have not thought about that in a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You should think about those things frequently.
Sequels?
No.
Shitty
Ninja
sequels.
Turtle movies. Yeah, you know, I agree with you. I don't think I have yet met a Marvel movie I didn't like.
I haven't gotten into
Like
the
the
Marvel
newer-
movies.
I just watched Black Panther over the weekend. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah?
good.
Huh.
I
I
enjoyed
haven't
it.
watched any of them.
Yeah, me neither. The only
Dude,
thing I
man.
watched on Netflix, Daredevil, which is like...
Oh,
He's like the blind one, right?
yeah, I think so. I don't get into the little series that are on TV. There's a couple of them too.
Yeah, the one that one on
Agents of
Netflix
S.H.I.E.L.D..
is really good.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm
haven't seen
not
it either.
despite my affinity for Star Wars, I was never like a comics person.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
Never. But these movies are pretty good.
Yeah.
Iron Man, Captain America,
Yeah. I
Guardians
always try
of
to
the
talk to
Galaxy.
yeah.
That
I always
was
try to talk
cool.
to my students about them because they're always like, you know, like these 12-year-old kids and they're just, yeah. And I'm like, which one do I watch first? Because
Ooh. I think it's one of the Iron Man movies.
But even with like, I'm talking about the ones that are out. What the hell am I talking about? What's the one that just came out? Civil War or something like that. Infinity War,
Infinity
Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay, but like out of there's 3 of those ones, right?
No. I think there's only 2 so far, and then there's going to be another one.
Oh,
So I think it's Infinity War 2.
gotcha.
Civil War, I think, was the first of the Avengers
Oh,
altogether. I think. See, I don't know. I'm not that big into it either, but I like it. Like I
Yeah.
said, it's nice, like cool, like you know, it's an action hero movie.
yeah.
It's cool. It's not. You don't have to worry about like, I don't know, stupid stuff, like dogs dying.
Lassie.
Things.
Homeward
You know what I
Bound.
mean? Yeah, stuff
You
like
remember
that.
Homeward
I don't
Bound?
like watching movies like that. Why would I want to watch something that's gonna make me sadder than I am? I need to pick me up, not to bring me down.
I agree
I
with
agree.
that one.
I totally agree.
That's why
I
these
like-
chicks get into these shows like This Is Us and
Oh,
Grey's
God.
Anatomy. Like, come on.
This would be a good
Grey's
time.
Anatomy can't even kill any more people.
This is a good time to mention that Victoria's not here today because
Well,
she would be all
I'm
over you for
certainly,
that.
yeah, and I'm not making up for it either because, like I said, those shows suck.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say they suck, but I don't like them.
Yeah. Not a fan. Not a fan at
Nope.
all. Oh well. But anyways, getting into
The Weekend.
the weekend.
And we'll,
Oh, wait a
we'll
minute.
wrap around.
Nicolina, she's not happy with me right now.
Yeah, well, you know, she's got to stand up for her girl and her TV shows.
Yeah.
They're about real life. No, they're not. They're made up.
They're so not real life. Come on.
They're made up.
Sorry to all the This Is Us and Grey's Anatomy fans, but
What's that line from
Not
The Wedding
getting down
Singer
with that.
about having a microphone and listening to every word I have to say? How
that's
about
pretty much
that,
it.
Nicolina?
But thank you for the new mic stands.
Oh, yeah. Well, Nicolina says people die in real loaf.
Is
Yeah,
that
that bread, that's a killer.
that
Oh,
gluten is a
celiacs, the
bitch.
gluten. Oh.
Oh, now we're gonna get a lot of hate messages for
Yeah.
that shit.
Maybe we should
Hate
change the
mail.
subject.
Okay. Anyways, so we
We'll
played
give you your
at
address.
So not welcome. All right, yes, we're Friday.
We were at Moore's Tavern at Freehold.
Moore's Tavern.
yeah. It's tough. I mean,
Cricket,
It is.
silence.
one of the things that you said we should talk about today is the fact that now that it's the summertime,
Right.
there are certain places that people are and certain places that people aren't. And this weekend was awesome outside weather-wise, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
It was awesome weather. So
I think it was the first weekend that it was that awesome.
yeah. And now I think, wasn't this like the first official weekend of summer or something like that? I forget. Isn't summer like June 15th or some shit?
I think so.
Oh, no, wait. I thought it was the 21st.
I thought so too, but
Well.
I don't know. Must have saw some fake news. But yeah, so like I know from me, I expected us to have a light night over in Freehold because most people would probably be at the beach all weekend, and people going out would probably be in those kinds of places given that it was so nice out. So I was not really expecting, there to be that big of a crowd.
But that's just how it's weird. That's just how it goes. Like yeah, you would expect a light night there. It wasn't too bad. You expect a light night there, then, but you get that place.
Winter.
Yeah, you get that place, especially let's say beginning of December, mid-December.
Oh, yeah.
Because you get the overflow of Freehold Mall.
Yeah, and even from Black Friday to Christmas.
Yeah.
That Freehold area is like...
And all the college kids are home for a break.
Yeah.
We've definitely played there on a few Black Fridays, and they were good.
Mm-hmm.
But like a night like that, and then you go to LBI in the wintertime, the dead of winter, they turn off the traffic lights. And there's nobody there.
Yeah.
There's nobody there. It's dead. But then summer comes, and it's like jam-packed. You cannot move.
I think this is a good opportunity, though, to give a shout-out to one of our favorite places to play that, whether it's summer or winter, is usually packed. I think always packed, and that's the Grasshopper, which is in Morristown.
And
that's not a
up.
beach town.
No. But that's like a...
Really awesome place.
It's like a city. You know what I mean? Like you go to New York City any time of the year, and that place is going to be crowded too. Kind of the same thing with Red Bank. I mean, Red Bank's close enough to the beach, but it's also like its own little city.
Yeah.
You kind of go out to play. I mean, you're not going to like go to Red Rock outside in the winter and like expect people to be there. But I mean, like there's people in those places, whether it be Dublin House or something like that, hanging out. But I feel like Morristown's the same thing, even a little bit bigger. And
I think
maybe
every a little
time,
bit less saturated. I've only been to the Grasshopper in Morristown. I think another place I've been to. No, a little less saturated. I think as far as venues go.
Yeah.
Whereas Red Bank, I mean, geez, it could be any number of venues.
Yeah. That's coming up though for us. Side note for everybody listening, July 14th, I believe we're going to be at the Grasshopper, which I think we haven't been there in like 2 months or something like that. But
yeah,
that's coming up real soon, and we are excited for that.
Yeah.
It's true. It's like that place is just killer all the time, no matter what. I remember we were driving up there in the middle of a blizzard, and we thought they were going to cancel the gig. There were sheets of ice and snow on the parkway. Like we were like, how the hell are the trailer swerving in the back? We're just waiting for them to call us. We pull up and like we're setting up, and I remember standing on the top because we set up right in front of all those windows, and I remember setting up and looking outside at just the flow of people coming into the bar.
That's awesome.
In this blizzard, and it was one of the most, I can't even find an adjective. It was great.
There you go.
But it was a great night, and it just goes to show, like, I guess, location is key, and depending on where everybody is, it's just freaking awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foot traffic, I'm sure, too. So if the streets were shoveled, there were going to be people walking or hiking.
Was that the time?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's rough, though. I mean, we don't like walking anywhere in the rain or the heat. Walk in a blizzard. I guess I'd rather walk in a blizzard than a rainstorm.
But you think about it. I mean, Morristown, I feel, from my experience of being up there and knowing a lot of people who live up there, it's very, like, young professional. So, like, people our age-ish who have...
Money.
Money, but, like, good jobs up there.
Like Jersey City and Hoboken?
Yeah, very similar Jersey City and Hoboken. And I feel like if you're up there and you live up there and you're in the middle of a blizzard, on a Friday or Saturday, what else are you gonna do?
That's true.
It's like, hey, we're gonna put on boots. Everyone's gonna pregame, and then we're gonna go to the bar. We're gonna go out. Well, 'cause why the hell are we gonna stay home?
And then get a grilled cheese afterwards.
And then hell yeah, get a grilled cheese afterwards.
Yeah.
Love that.
All right, so sorry. Back to Morn's Tavern.
It was a decent amount of people. I mean, yeah, it was as the night went on. It was not thinning out, but there was people there singing, dancing, which we encourage.
We're trying.
Yeah.
We're trying to. Yeah, we encourage. So wherever you are, you may dance and sing along with us.
Even if you want to do, I think that one girl was doing the dance that the Fonz does in the Weezer video off of the Windows 95. What do you call that? Operating system.
You're really dating yourself right now.
Yes, you are dating yourself. I'm sure you
I'm
can
not saying
find it on YouTube.
I'm not saying it's bad, but
No.
someone posted the other day a video of the sequence of the AOL sequence, that, like when you used to sign in. Remember the rectangle box, the AOL and guy, and it's the dial-up thing. And someone posted that, and I watched it, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Flashback.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's what I this is a little bit random, but the entire trip down to Nardi's last night,
Yeah.
I was looking up like vintage toys that I used to play with, Legos, even books that I used to read as a kid.
Yeah.
You know,
You got to go over to the antique shops in Red Bank. There's a lot of them there.
I know. I went to the big red one.
Did you go upstairs too?
I did.
Because
There was a lot of military stuff upstairs, which was
really?
pretty cool too.
That's cool. They have like a sister store. It's that one, and then the one that's like one block down that street on the right.
Yeah, I've never been to
I
that
don't
one.
think I've
That
been to
one
that
is
one either.
great.
What color is that building?
I don't know. It looks like a barn, but it's like not red, like the one that looks like a barn, but it's like it's long ways and it goes like into the like behind the other building. I don't know, but
Yeah. You're gonna have to point that out to me.
yeah. But that's where Vicky and I went. We were searching for birthday presents for Nick, and
That was a great idea.
Excellent.
that's where we found them.
You know, a great place to shop for Nick for his birthday.
I love that place for so many people. It's good to like. I love getting gifts that like you can't just get anywhere. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, and then you go. You know, you see that same gift everywhere else.
Well, I enjoyed all the gifts you gave me, so thank you.
Well, yeah, you are.
Oh.
Happy birthday,
Look who decided to show up.
Victoria.
Victoria.
All right,
I
stop
bet
saying
you-
all the bitch. Shh, don't tell her.
Oh, I will. I bet you Nicolina called her and like, you need to sign on to the podcast
Yeah.
because they're talking shit.
She called in her backup.
Yeah. Like, oh,
Well,
here they come. Plug your ears.
So why don't we divert for a second? We had been saying for weeks that we were going to talk about Nashville.
Should we finish up the weekend first?
Did we have anything else this weekend?
We played at Nardi's last night.
Oh, yeah. Last night, Monday, started our Monday residency at Nardi's on LBI.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So if you're ever in town in Long Beach Island during the week, we're there every Monday. It's usually pretty awesome on a Monday. I think it's like one of the only places around that's open and that has music. And, you know, if you're on vacation, why wouldn't you go out every night or at least on Monday night like I would?
Which is a great segue to being on vacation and going out every night
Yeah.
to see bands.
Day and night.
Man. Yeah. So,
So people know that Nashville is...
It's like the music capital of somewhere. Isn't it called Music City?
There is
Or something else called Music City?
There is like a section of it called Music City.
Oh, that's right.
There's like Music Row, I think they call it.
Where Studio B is?
Yeah, all the studios. But we took a little semi-band trip. It was actually myself, Nick, and Joe, Nick's lovely wife and her sister. We all went down to Nashville back in November.
Mm-hmm.
And we mentioned
Way
it a
back.
bunch of times on here, so we figured we kind of talk about it, given that it's Nashville and there's lots of music. And I don't know. What was your guys' take? That was actually
Lots.
my second time there. I had been there
First timer for me.
before, but what'd you guys think?
Music everywhere. That's what
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say. Because you go to bars, there are three-story bars, and there's a band on every level.
That are running like
Most-
3 shifts a day, 3
Yeah.
or 4 shifts a day. So if you figure there's 3 times 3, 3 levels. So a band on each level, running 3-4 shifts a day. You're having like 9 or 12 bands play at this place per day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's pretty crazy
Yeah,
if you look at it that way.
It's a lot to manage.
it is a lot to manage.
I mean, you think about, I would go as far to say is that Nashville is probably, if not close to being oversaturated with musicians and bands and stuff like that.
Well, when you consider their pay, yeah.
I know. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a lot of musicians, and then when you meet musicians there, like I was trying to, or like you like talk to people maybe,
Yeah.
you find out that they're from other places.
Oh yeah. I don't think
That
I would love
went-
to know that percentage of like who's from other places and who's
To
actually
move
from
to there,
Nashville.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I met that bass player, Zach, at Acme, our
Mhm.
favorite place to go. At
Acme
least
Feed and Seed. We're
I
gonna
know-
tag them in this.
I know
later.
that's your favorite, and that was my favorite.
I bought
too.
so many souvenirs
Yeah.
for them.
What did you? Oh, you bought hot sauce. I was about to say jam.
Oh yeah. No, we'll talk about the jam too. But
No, we will,
Oh,
we will.
yeah, the jam.
But he was originally his family is from roughly the Morristown area, so he said he
Really?
has family.
He did say, yeah.
I don't know
he
why
has
I was
family.
thinking Florida.
Yeah, his parents grew up in Jersey,
Mm.
so he has family in Jersey, but he is from, I want to say, North Carolina himself is where him and his brothers
Right.
grew up.
Right.
Because his brother was playing the keys too, so
Right.
they had both moved together, and they're in different bands together and whatnot.
Yeah.
But he said the same thing. Like the singer in the band was from. Where did he say he was from? He had
The guy singer.
Yeah, he had the basketball jersey from where he was from.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You're
which,
asking the wrong
which
guy.
wasn't.
It was like an off. I shouldn't say an off basketball team. Like one that you don't think.
I mean, not one from the tri-state area.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
get,
was gonna
no,
say.
but I mean, like,
What
you
do
know,
people
you
say
think of
when
the
I wear-
Bulls, Magic.
It was red, wasn't it? Or am I making that
I
up?
don't think
know.
it was Chicago, though.
I don't think it was Chicago either.
It wasn't like a Seattle Supersonics.
I don't know.
But yeah, I feel like most people move there for the work, but it's like,
Yeah.
I think they moved there for the exposure bucks.
nobody wants to work for exposure.
No,
Bucks.
no one
But
wants to
why,
do it.
I know that, but why else would you go to Nashville?
Session work.
Oh,
Because,
okay, yeah.
Like that's where a lot of shit is recorded, as we found out going on all those tours.
Right.
But so like those gigs are just like their facility work. It's like a lot of those guys just go out and they're just like trying to work on their chops. I was playing with one.
Oh, they have chops.
Oh yeah, and it's just like
Amazing.
you're getting
musicians
like
down
your
there.
experience. You're practicing your experience by like playing with those guys. I was playing with a saxophone player. He used to play with Quincy, and he came back to do that show in December that I played on with them, the fundraiser show. And I was talking to him about it. He had moved down there a year or two ago, and so he was telling me like some of the behind the scenes like ins and outs of it or whatever. Yeah, that was the first night, right? I think that was the first night we were there. We went to go see
Was that or the second?
I think it was.
Probably the second night. The first night we just like got some shitty pizza somewhere.
Oh, that's
At the
right.
end of the
Yeah.
night.
You know what's funny about that though? I was curious. I was really curious
About the pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Because it's like, I guess Chicago's got their thing going on with the deep dish or whatever, but it's pretty much known around here that you don't get pizza anywhere
But
other than New York or New Jersey.
Right.
That's right. Or
so-
Italian from New York or New Jersey.
That's true too.
Italian.
Have you
food.
had deep dish from Chicago?
No, I've never been to Chicago.
It's fucking good.
Is it?
I gotta say, I was skeptical of it, but I had it when I was in Chicago, and I was like, "Fuck, this is good." I mean, you don't want to move after you eat like one slice.
Michael, I just want to let you know
Yeah.
that I believe your mom is watching.
It's okay. She taught me how to curse. Love you, Mom. Yeah. But yeah, the Chicago deep dish. But so that was I guess that was our first full day there, and I had heard about that place Acme so much from just because I follow a couple of the like Nashville musicians, and one guy Guthrie Trapp, who's a guitar player, killer fucking guitar player. Sorry, Mom. And I follow him, and he had a Wednesday residency there.
She's gonna hit you with a wooden spoon.
She probably will.
She says Brooklyn pizza is the best.
That's right.
Okay. I'll go with it.
But we went to Acme that Thursday night, and that was it was kind of like a funk band, which I thought was crazy. Like, I mean, I feel like a lot of people who were like, oh, I'm gonna go down to Nashville, probably expect to see a lot of country-ish kinds of music.
Which there was.
You could see that.
Some stuff.
But you could really see whatever. I mean,
whatever you want.
We saw like cover bands basically who had the same repertoire as what we play.
Right.
The first night we went to Robert's Western World, which is one of my favorite places there too, which is like authentic country, like Johnny Cash, Merle Haggard kind of stuff.
Hank Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then
that
at
band
Acme,
was solid though. That was our first night.
Oh, yeah.
They were very solid. Not my cup of tea, but
I like going in there because all the pedal steel players that go in there.
That you were
That's
saying.
my jam.
I could see that would be.
There was a pedal steel player.
Mm-hmm.
That was our first night, and the band leader was saying that most of the guys in the band were session players, like you were saying.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I know the guitar player was, the bass player was. I mean,
Yeah.
he at least said that.
Bree's watching. What's up, Bree?
Hey, Bree.
But yeah, that was country.
That's
lap
funny that
steel.
we're talking about that because Bree's been down in Nashville a whole bunch. I don't know.
Just waiting for her to comment.
Yeah. Tell us about how much you love Nashville, Bree.
I'd be like, well, it's like.
I know she usually goes down there for something every year. I think the awards or something, and I think
You know what's funny,
unable
though?
to go this year or something. But yeah,
The day that we got there, it was
there's some awards.
Cause it was the Country Music Awards.
Yeah, whatever was back in November. They the hotel that was like 2 blocks up from us, right by the Hall of Fame, was overloaded with limousines, and they were having some show there. I forget which one it was.
Bree says she's all about this. She loves Nashville, I guess.
Yeah, we're just if you're tuning in now, we're just recapping our trip to Nashville back in November.
Yeah, CMAs.
Yeah, the CMAs.
Wait, now was that the one in November? I guess I'm kind of asking Bree.
There were
We don't know.
She'll say.
She said it was her first time in. Nicolina said CMAs too.
That's when we were there, though. No.
But there was one. But there was something
Bree
recently.
said it was the first time in 5 years that she had not been there for the CMAs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, November.
Yeah.
There you go.
So what I see here is she's saying the CMA Fest and then the CMA Awards. I don't know if those are two different things.
It has to be because if it was in
CMA
November and then whatever was recently.
Yeah, that's what she said. The CMA Fest
Okay, so CMA
is in the
Awards
summer.
is what we were at.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and she goes during the summer.
Nice. Bree, what's your
Oh,
favorite
wow.
spot to go hang out there? We were talking about how we loved Acme, Feed and
That was
Seed.
my
My
favorite
favorite was
place.
Nudies.
Yeah. I love. Can we tell that story, please?
Sure. What? Wait, this story.
We were going. So we had gone out like shopping that day. I think we did a lot of walking around. We were like getting gifts for our families and stuff. And then you guys,
Day, yeah.
Souvenir day, yeah. And then you guys were like, "Oh, we're gonna go back to the hotel room. We're gonna take a nap before dinner, and then we'll like regroup and go to dinner, and then go out or whatever." And me and Joe were walking around, and we were like, we're gonna like check out nudies for a second. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Like a beer. Just
Joe
for
wanted.
a beer.
Did you
that's
purposely
the
go
day?
in there
Yeah.
for the shirt?
Because we went there a couple of times or the night before, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a shirt from here. This place is cool. Plus, I would say I can't do two things at once.
We could always go back.
We'll
Yeah.
respond to that because I want to add to that.
So I figured if we're going eventually back to the hotel before dinner, let me pick up the shirt now so they can drop it off and I don't have to carry it around all night.
Exactly.
So we'll go in for a beer.
Yeah, we said we're gonna just go
check
in
the
for a beer.
band,
Yeah,
get the T-shirt, and go.
the band was great.
The band. Wait, you said the band was great?
The band was
The
great.
bartenders were super hot.
The bartenders were very
Super
good
hot.
looking.
And super, like, Southern friendly,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, you go into a bar in New Jersey, and if there's, like, a hot bartender, she's just gonna kind of...
And it's probably going to be like at least 10 minutes before you even get a drink.
That's true.
In New Jersey.
That's very true. So 6 beers later, it's now, what are we going there at 2 o'clock? It's now 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, we were there for a couple... We ended up staying there for, 2 hours?
Yeah, we
2
stayed there.
hours.
Because she kept, well, for me, the bartender kept being like, "Oh, you should try this beer. You should try this beer. You should try this beer." And I was like, "Okay." I'm only in Nashville a couple days.
So I'm just like, I'll do whatever you say.
But I think that was like the 3rd or 4th day or something like that. It was like later on. And we had been going pretty not hard at night. Like we were...
Yeah, taking it easy.
Because we were eating so much. At least for me, I know that like...
The food's great too.
The food's amazing. And like I was very full at the end of the night. I didn't like... The last thing I wanted to do was like binge drink.
Yeah.
While we were going out.
Well,
so.
next time we go to Nashville, maybe instead of doing a big dinner, let's do a big lunch, take a nap, and then go drinking pretty hard.
Yeah.
So let me just get to...
So I could help you out. Bree said that Acme is a cool spot, but she likes the that FGL house.
Oh, the Florida Georgia Line house, yeah.
See, we
that
went there
place
too.
was pretty cool.
Yeah, we went
It really
there too.
was. I think maybe our mistake was eating there.
Yeah, so we went there on our last night.
I think
the pretzels with the queso was awesome.
The mac and
okay.
cheese was good too.
That's
Oh,
true.
there you go. See, I think... Oh, and you know what? I got some shrimp thing. And, Nashville is not... The Tennessee, I don't think is surrounded by the ocean at all.
No.
So I'm thinking, too, that might be another New York, New Jersey. Anything near the ocean is a good place to get seafood. I just thought, like, that Southern... Because I think I got, like, shrimp and grits. Which is, like, I've had shrimp and grits now at Asbury Lanes.
Right.
It's pretty good. Best place I've had that, I think, was at the... what's that other place in... Asbury, the
brick wall.
Brick wall, yeah.
Oh, their food's awesome.
Yeah, and they had real good shrimp and grits. So maybe I just picked the wrong thing.
That place, I like that place a lot. I think we should have checked it out not on our last day.
Yeah,
because we went there for dinner. There was a wait. I think there was a little bit of a wait, so a couple of us went downstairs.
Right.
Yeah, we were downstairs.
There was like the lounge area
which
down
was
there.
super cool.
It was really cool. They
I
had
got there late because what did I do? Oh, it was warm that night. It was cold. I walked all the way back to the hotel to get a jacket or put my jacket away or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
that was cool down there.
Yeah.
They had like a little like piano bar.
Yeah, with a cool stage. I remember the stage being cool.
The stage was cool, and the
The main room?
In the main room.
Oh.
But there was no one playing while we were there.
No.
Oh,
They
no,
were
I meant,
about to go on.
So I guess I'm talking about the area where the lounge was. I feel like it was like one of those small, like, I feel like, if I'm remembering correctly, the stage was shiny.
Yeah, no.
Like black.
With the piano, yeah.
With the piano on it. And yeah, there was.
And it like dipped down and there was the dance floor.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That is cool. Bree said the rooftop was cool. But
Yes.
we went rooftop and it was crowded.
The
That's
thing
why
was,
we went downstairs.
There was some sort of game on when we were there. I don't know what sport it was, whatever the hell it was, but it was some big game that everyone
that
was
night.
watching.
Hockey. There was a big hockey game that night.
Yeah. And they had, in the main room where we were eating, they had it on behind the stage and there was no one playing. And then upstairs, they had like an acoustic duo playing. You could barely hear them because there were so many people there. And we just kind of did a lap and walked around. And they had the game projected on the wall or whatever. And everyone was just watching that. But that's what I was saying. If we go back, I would like to do that on like a different day.
Yeah. I'm
sure.
trying to think. What were the other ones that Bree mentioned? Because we went to some of
Tequila
them.
Cowboy.
We went to Tequila Cowboy.
We did,
there.
right?
That's where we met Gina's friend.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, that was that big one?
That was with the.
We just went in for like a drink or two.
Yeah, it was.
Stood
no
right
That
band.
was
front.
Are you sure
No
that was
band.
Tequila Cowboy? And
Yeah.
I believe so. I don't think there was a band there. I think it was a DJ, and it reminded me of back home.
Yeah.
So
I was like,
really.
let's say hello and get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Mhm.
And what was the honky tonk? We went to the honky tonk too.
That's hard to say because
Did
they
we?
all call them. They call all.
There's
of them
one
honky
place
Yeah,
called
but
like
the-
the honky tonk.
The
or
Yeah.
honky
something.
tonk.
That was the place. I think that's the place on the corner.
Oh
opposite
yeah,
of
where it
Udi's,
was
where
like
you could see all three levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then. What was the one though? We didn't go in there too much, but I think the stage was like built out of the back of an El Camino.
You
know
guys went there. I didn't. I went.
maybe
I've only
for
saw from the outside.
I think you know what we just. Oh, maybe I don't know. A little bit blurry of a vacation.
Honky Tonk Central is what she said. So I guess
Mhm.
that's the full name of the bar. So yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
We should have just had her on.
Bree
That
says
would've been
getting
awesome.
shrimp
Yeah.
was my first mistake. Yeah, I
Yeah.
realize that now. But I thought because we had a lot of good Southern food, and I figured like shrimp and grits is like a Southern thing,
Yeah.
right? Or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hey Bree, did you go to any barbecue places while you were there? We went to Martin's. Our hotel was actually right
Across
next
the
door
street,
to
yeah.
Martin's, and we could smell the barbecue from
Every
early in the morning
night,
when
yeah.
they started it up.
That place was awesome.
That place was good. I was not. I was expecting a little. My dinner was okay. I think I just got the wrong thing. I
Yeah.
got like ribs or something, and I should
See,
have got like
that was
the brisket.
that was my thing when we went to Acme.
Yeah.
I got the wrong thing there, I think. And
Oh, that was my favorite meal.
But I felt
yeah,
like
but see, I didn't enjoy it because I got the wrong thing. See, I feel the
Yeah.
opposite. When we went to Martin's, and I was used to now, they have an ordering system there.
yeah.
It's like you order at the front, and then you go sit, and they somehow magically find you. I
they
guess
don't
you
have
a
the
little-
number system.
you
There's
know
a number
what,
system.
we did, but I feel like that. I don't know. There was just way too much to. Because you take the number, but how do you know where I'm going with it?
That's true.
This is true.
It is a big
Yeah,
place.
you're number 12, but where is number 2? It's not next to number 11, and it's not next to number 13. It's wherever we decided to sit.
That's right.
But I feel like you didn't get something good to eat at Acme, so that turned you off to that place completely.
Yeah,
'Cause
but I
that was
love
my
the
favorite.
band.
That was my favorite place, and the band was killer.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, the band had a big deal to do with it, and they might have not been there a different night.
We stayed there
researched it.
so long.
I'm glad we did, though.
I didn't want to leave, to be honest with you.
And you know what? I remember turning to you being like, "Do you want to stay or do you want to leave?" Because like, it's like I don't know what these guys want to do, but I'm digging it. And our table was right next to the stage. If this was our table, the stage was your couch. Like it was right there.
Yeah.
And we were sitting on the guitar player and the bass player side, so that was perfect for the
Yeah.
two of us. And we were just like, "Oh, that bass player was dirty."
It wasn't even his gig though, and he's like, "Well, I can't get much work because I don't know if I'm that great." What? You're cruising. You're telling me this, and you're cruising all night.
Dude,
cruising all night to a band you've never played with before, and acting like you.
It was just to set the scene for people listening. It was like a 12-piece band or something. They were like 3-4 horn players, bass, drums, 1 guitar player who was great. He actually inspired me to go get. I looked at his rig for a second, and he inspired me to get that little mini pedal board that I play with now, because he was doing that with like a 1 spot, and I was like, "All right, I'm convinced." And then 3 singers. There were 2 girl singers and 1 guy singer, and they kind of just rotated on and off, kind of like what we do. But
yeah, I think there was some
great, all like Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire, that kind of stuff. Really good stuff.
Yeah. Gina says she loved Acme as well.
See,
but I think she bought like what, a $30 mug, and Mike bought 4 coasters for $50.
I sure did. I use those coasters every day. I have one in every touch point of my house where I'm gonna have a drink. Like I have one's on my coffee table, one's on my end table, one's on my desk, and one is on the end table in my bedroom, because I'm just like I like them.
There you go.
Bree mentioned a place called Jack's.
Yeah. Yes. That's where I was thinking we were gonna go for barbecue. I had been there the first time I was in Nashville. It was right next door to Robert's Western World, across the street from Udi's. Yeah. And I had their barbecue the first time, and it was awesome. But then when I found out when we got there and our hotel was right next to Martin's, I was like, no, let's go here. That place smelled so good. Like walking out of the hotel every morning.
It was like and you see them like loading up the chips, whatever that they throw in the. They had, what else was inside too? Where we were able to see where they were like cooking not necessarily just cooking the food, but like I guess preparing the wood.
That's where they put the pigs. That's like the smokers where they put the pigs.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like a bachelor party or something that was there when we were leaving. They were getting like a tour of it. And the guys who were working there were like showing them like where they put all that and with the wood chips and stuff like that.
So Gina says she uses that mug all the time. And Bree asked us if we strayed away from the strip some.
Just that last day.
No.
But that was like the downtown area.
During the day we did. We didn't do much night stuff because I was a little leery because our new friend Zach, he said to go see him somewhere else, and it was kind of at a place where I wasn't sure of that. So I didn't push the issue there.
And you know what? I was talking to I guess the first morning I got up early. I was just excited, ready to go, and I was taking a walk to go try to find a cup of coffee. The one thing I like about that area of Nashville is that there's no commercial stuff. There's not like, you go on vacation, sometimes you see like a McDonald's, a Burger King, it's like 50 Starbucks. Right. There's none of that in that whole area, which is kind of cool. But I wanted a cup of coffee, and like I could have, if there was a Starbucks, I would have went to it. But I'm taking a walk, and the only place besides going to like a breakfast store or like a diner or something like that, and it was early too, it was like 7 a.m. probably.
What the hell were you doing up at 7 o'clock in the morning?
I was on a schedule anyway, so I'm taking a walk, and I see this guy. I was fine. I see this guy outside the Nashville Symphony building is right there, which is kind of cool. And I'm taking a walk around that, and there was a guy set up outside. He had like a bicycle and like a table with he was making coffee and like all this coffee stuff. And so like he was making it, he didn't have like a pot of coffee, like he was making it like a legit way. And I started talking to him and stuff like that, and I was like, where do you go out and blah blah. He's like, well, I don't go out anywhere around here. And I was like, I guess that's like their Times Square, like that strip or whatever, which whatever, we were on vacation, we were being tourists.
We were tourists.
I hear there are a lot of other areas. The Gulch, is that what they were saying? That area. and then like Music Row, that area.
Yeah.
A couple like the outside like neighboring towns, but
which we should have.
Well, next time.
That was like that was a good analogy, like their Times Square, because it was touristy, and of course from the street performers that it's a tourist section.
Yeah.
There's so many musicians that are people on the street. Videos pause for some reason. Never mind, it's good.
Oh.
I went back. What was I saying? Oh, that's how many musicians there are. That there are street performers too, but there are street performers in any tourist attraction where, like Times Square or Hollywood Boulevard in L.A. and stuff like that. It's the same vibe I get from there. Or Atlantic City Boardwalk,
Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
Yes, I've never been, but yeah, I would assume.
Yeah.
Bree says she got a tattoo in Nashville.
No shit. I was really close. I didn't really like say anything. I was like, I want one. I forget I was talking to Chris or something, I think, before we left, and I was like, I want to research like some good artists down there.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I'm not like was it spontaneous, Bree, or did you plan it in advance? Because I'm the kind of person, I don't think I could do it spontaneously, but.
Weak. Says the person that has no tattoos.
I was just gonna say
I couldn't do it at all. So I mean,
well, I mean, one of the places that we went that was off like that area that I liked was Fork's Drum Closet.
Oh yeah,
that place was just, I have never seen so many drums and cymbals and percussion stuff in one area.
That was away from the strip though.
Okay, and you know what? Let me add too though that like for me, like, all right, maybe I hear you guys talk about it, but when I go into a Guitar Center, I do see a wall of guitars, you know.
They might as well be trash bags.
Yeah. In Guitar Center, yes.
For me, like, I don't know. But when I go to the drum section in Guitar Center, there's like 5 drum sets. You know, so, or any type of store that's like that in this area.
There's probably 5 good guitars on that wall of guitars.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're high up.
There's usually one good drum set, if that.
It sucks because it never used to be like that, and then they changed it. But it used to be you go in there and there'd be like so many nice guitars, and like I came from the school growing up next to Monmouth Music and like all the, you know, mom and pop music stores where you ask permission before you pick up a guitar.
Right.
And like fucking kids in there like going to taking shit down. And so even back then I would go in and wait to find someone's, can I please take, and they'd be like, just do whatever you want. Like take it down.
I guess
and
it'd be
like
people actually did do that.
Yeah. But it'd be like a, you know, like a $4,000 Les Paul or like a nice Telly or something like that. And now they don't even exist for you to do it. It sucks.
But I mean, so many just beautiful drum sets and drums and stuff that were just things that I've never, not that I've never seen, but that just
all in one place.
Oh yeah. It's like, I like this, I want that, I want, you know.
I enjoyed that place too, and they had all the kits on the rack, and they would take one down as you wanted it.
I couldn't believe that. The same way you would take a guitar off the wall. It's like, oh, here's a 7-piece drum set. We're gonna set it up for you, and you can play it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What do you call it? They had, I would say 3 or 4 drum rugs with different kits on them. They would switch them out. Take
you know
one
what?
down and switch
I
it
love
out.
quality stuff too. Like we're like, just like, I mean,
high quality.
Yeah, there were not cheap. When I say cheap, I don't mean money wise. I mean like poorly made. Like everything in there was just really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was making a lot of drum jokes in there, but you know,
of course you were.
That was funny.
Yeah, felt like an asshole, but
my favorite point of being in that shop was Nick was playing on the steel drum, and he was just like ding 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 ding, and he was just like, I wish I knew how to play Under the Sea right now. But the thing was like that was probably the cheapest thing in the store, and it was out of tune. It wasn't the right note.
You mentioned that it wasn't. You figured it out
because it was
wasn't
like
right.
It was like it said like G and a B, and it was really like a G and a B flat, because I was like, nope, that's a minor third. It was like being a music nerd, but a fun backstory, just to backtrack for a second, of how we found that store. It was totally unintentional.
Yeah.
Because Nicolina and Gina wanted to go to
The cupcake ATM.
the cupcake ATM,
ATM.
but also that store. I guess what is it? Reese Witherspoon's store, or something. What's some actress's clothing store, jewelry store, or something. And the cupcake. I know you guys are watching. You're like, oh, she's gonna write.
Yeah.
But the cupcake ATM, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's an ATM on the street that serves cupcakes instead of cash.
There's actually a person behind it that just takes a cupcake off the shelf and puts it in the bottom.
Is it really?
No, I have no idea. But hey, think about this: a cupcake ATM. Isn't that really just a vending machine?
It is.
Yeah.
What does ATM stand for?
Ass to mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I went there.
Oh my God.
All right, never mind. Never mind.
Automatic teller machine, maybe.
That's probably
That
true.
might be what it is.
But that's how we found those shops, because the drum shop, and then we found a guitar store that was right next door. They were right across the street from the cupcake ATM. And so we were like,
there was a music store
can't
there
get that out of
too
my
after
head.
But yeah, so we thought we were just going there to walk around and get a cupcake, and then we were like, oh shit, music stores.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of time in there. It was really fun.
Yeah, I should have brought a bass.
Nicolina says, oh my God.
I should have bought a bass. I like two of them that was in that music store, but next time I will.
I know.
Speaking
I
of next
to buy a
time,
lot of stuff.
and we didn't talk about this yet. We said we were going to mention the jam. Bree mentioned breakfast. How do you like? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did barbecue and we have to do breakfast. But she said that she wanted a tattoo in Music City.
Oh, that's right.
And she did the research and found somebody that was reputable, and bam, she got a tattoo.
All right,
So
I'm gonna
that
ask
solves
you
that.
for their number for the next
Wouldn't it
time
be
we go
awesome
back.
if Bree was on the show right now?
I know.
She
We
would
wouldn't
be
have to go
loving
back
it.
and forth with we'll have to set something up.
Yeah,
We will.
we know schedules are hard in the summer because
Yeah.
it's crazy. Which, by the way, we usually do this on Monday. We've been doing this on Monday, but now since we do the residency at Nardi's on LBI, we are now going to probably be doing these on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Which is
Most
no big
likely.
deal. But
Call it the See You Next Tuesday podcast.
see you
Oh my
next
God.
Tuesday.
So yeah, she mentioned
Clearly
breakfast.
something is missing from my life.
You said it, not us. You said it, not us. Okay. But yeah, she mentioned breakfast. So we went barbecue.
Oh.
We have to go breakfast.
Okay, so best breakfast place that we went to was the first. I think that was the first day. I
What
think
was it called?
that was the
though?
best eating day because we went. It was
That
called.
was the first morning we were there.
I'm gonna Google it real quick, but
It had something
Please
to do
do,
with
you
like
have to.
America or freedom or something.
it was like a Revolutionary War memorabilia. It was the address of the place, which is what it was called.
Bree says Tuesdays are good for her in the summer.
All right,
Just saying.
next Tuesday, let's book it right now.
Book it. Put it on the schedule.
Put it on your schedule.
We're
Next
gonna have it
Tuesday.
like a Nashville Part 2.
Nashville
We
Part
could.
2.
Maybe we should because we have been going on for a while about this.
I think we should. Let's mention the breakfast, and then we should probably get out of here and mention that while I'm looking this up, why don't you guys mention where we're going to be at this week?
We will be Friday. We'll be at the Osprey.
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 Just gonna write it down for you.
Yeah.
Instead of interrupting you.
Yeah. We'll be at the Osprey. When did we start there? 9?
Okay, so
9:30.
we start at 9:30. I don't know why I'm writing this as I'm just too late. Anyway, but I'm pretty sure that if it's the same as it was last time, although last time was a holiday, doors open at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you want to go to the Osprey and you definitely want to see us, make sure you get there early because the line will literally go around the block.
Yeah. We have a saved Instagram story from last month when we were at the Osprey. So if you're listening, check out the saved Instagram story and look at how long that line was, and that was probably only at 8 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah.
Also watch the one of Nick with the Pez dispenser.
That's also saved?
Sorry. Yeah, that's saved.
The Saturday, this has been, for me, this is a big deal. Because this is, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Osprey. I think the Osprey is great. But one of the places that we used to play, I don't want to say when we first started, but earlier on that I loved playing was Donovan. What?
BMV before Mike and Vicky.
Yeah. Yes. Was Donovan's Reef in Seabright.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Seabright?
Yes.
Whatever. You know the area. So what had happened was, and this is, geez, when was Sandy? How many years ago was that?
That was a while, 2012, something like that.
Oh,
Think
wow.
so?
No, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's been, I mean, we haven't played at Donovan's since then. And I think they just rebuilt the place. Was it last summer?
Last summer was their first summer. Yeah, 2012. Was
Oh,
Hurricane
wow.
Sandy.
But we used to do, was it every other Thursday, Nick, or every Thursday that we used to play at Donovan's?
I think it might have been every other.
Okay. So for me too, like, don't get me wrong, I like traveling and stuff like that. I think it's great. You see things, you meet new people. But I do also want to have like some really great, like, super local places where like our friends can come out and see us and we can talk and hang out. So we are going to be playing at Donovan's Reef from 12 to 4 on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was 1 to 4. Thanks for telling me.
You know what? Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I thought it was 1 to 4. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah. So Donovan's Reef is going to be, like I said, it's a big deal for me.
I got a shit ton of family coming on Saturday.
Awesome.
It's one of my aunt's birthdays. All the cousins, all the people, my sister and the kids and my brother and the kids, and it's going to be dope.
And we can probably hang out afterwards.
I was going to say, we should all hang out afterwards. Even my brother and sister were wondering, like, what are you guys doing afterwards? And maybe go over to Tommy's or
could do that,
or get some food and then come back or something like that.
Right, because I'm sure there's probably going to be a later band too, maybe.
There's 3 bands there, I think.
Oh, wow.
I think we're 1 to 4, and then I think there's a 5 to 8, and then I think there's like a nighttime band or something like that. But I think it's like 3 bands all day long.
Awesome. I am really excited about that.
So yeah, that and then Nardi's Monday night.
Nardi's on Monday.
Yeah. Also, just a reminder, we do have a new website up with the new name, The Sweet Talkers, NJ for
New Jersey.
New Jersey. I was trying to think of something.
Oh, sorry.
I thought NJ for No Joke. That was the one I thought of the other day.
That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
Are we eating these Oreos, by the way?
Yes,
oh yeah, we should.
I just wanted to say the website.
Yes.
thesweettalkersnj.com. Check it out. Let us know what you think. We're still making some tweaks. All the shows are up there. We have some new pictures and some new videos up there too, so go check it out.
Did you find out the name of that breakfast place?
Yes. So the breakfast place that we went to the first morning we were there in Nashville was 417 Union.
That's right.
And 417, it's on 417 Union. It's on Union Street, and we decided to walk there. So that was probably like one of the times we went off the beaten path away from the strip. It was quite the walk to get there, but
it was a nice walk though.
It was worth it, and we went kind of early, so it wasn't that hot yet, and it was just amazing food. We had a really nice server. I think his name was Mike.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm surprised you're saying it was a little bit of a walk.
I like walking, but
the day we were there doing the walk, you were saying the whole time it wasn't that bad.
Well,
and you had me behind you bitching at you the whole time.
I kept looking at my phone, and it didn't look too far, but Nashville's kind of hilly. I didn't realize it, but we were like walking up these hills, and luckily we made it there. We got some really awesome breakfast, homemade biscuits with homemade jam that they don't even sell in the store because we wanted to buy it and bring it home, of course.
The gravy was awesome
too. But that was our favorite breakfast place. And I don't know about you guys. I'm sure we'll talk more whenever Bree's on about Nashville. But I think we need to start planning the next one. I know I'm dying to go back there.
Yeah.
I'll start saving my pennies.
We were saying we're going to go. The next one was going to be to New Orleans, but let's talk about Nashville.
Yeah.
New Orleans I'm hungry right now too. So this breakfast thing is not. Have a cookie.
I was like, what the hell is that? It's your chains.
Yeah, I thought it was
So these are
What?
These are
peanut butter chocolate.
peanut butter chocolate.
You know, I thought we were in need of Oreos because last week we didn't have Oreos.
We brought them. Me and Vicky got them for Nick's party.
I know, and I didn't
Chocolate
try
peanut
the
butter pie.
pistachio.
Chocolate peanut butter pie.
I feel like I
Oh,
wouldn't
shit.
like that, but
Pistachio.
yeah.
So here we go. The Oreo taste test.
I didn't get to.
Go ahead. He's like, are they poison?
We're shut down.
Okay. We went over an hour.
I like these better than the peanut butter ones.
They're pretty good.
I tried to bite it like right through the center too.
That's what I did.
Yeah, half and half.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Well, I guess it's good that I bought another pack.
What'd you get?
I didn't know you had these, so I bought.
You bought these?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Cool. Well, anything else, guys?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I forgot that just because we're off of Instagram that I feel like we have no audience.
Well, we're still recording.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, it's gonna be
Hopefully
on
people
the
are starting to pick up that it's on the podcast app,
right.
and listening that way.
Also, I noticed. I mean, okay, I was a little bit
And we're
more
putting
on
them
time
on,
today. We had a better amount of
Yeah,
viewers.
Material.
and they'll
we
be
have
on
material.
YouTube as well.
Or from
All right, so yeah, you could catch us Osprey 9:30 Friday night, Donovan's 1 o'clock, and of course Nardi's starting at 10 Monday night.
Yep.
And we are the Sweet Talkers. Thank you.
See you next time.
And see you next time.
peace
Peace.
out.